My name is Sophia Poteet, S-O-P-H-I-A, and then Poteet, P-O-T-E-E-T. I'm from Northern Virginia, and I do follow the news daily. I read the New York Times and the Washington Post, and I check CNN and BBC as well.
Why do you follow that specific?
I think I trust the New York Times and the Washington Post to be true and have accurate journalism, and CNN and BBC also have those apps on my phone, and I trust them as well.
My name is Sophia Sabalia Reed, and I'm from New York. I think three things our generation cares about is ensuring a better future for future generations, creating more of a community around us, and making a more financially stable world. Okay. Oh, spell out. Sorry. Yeah, we got it. My name is Sophia Sabalia Reed, SOFIASABALJA-REID. And I think three things our generation cares about is ensuring a better future for future generations, making more of a community around us, and ensuring a more financially stable world. Oh, and I'm from New York.
Hi, I'm Mariana Natale, MARIANNANATALE, and I'm from New York. And I think three things that our generation cares about is kind of freedom and equality. We've had a lot of social justice issues lately. Another one would be technology, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, just kind of innovating the world through its technology and kind of making the environment a lot more sustainable with sustainable energy and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Hi, my name is Lorena Villatoro. That's spelled L-O-R-E-N-A. Villatoro's V-I-L-L-A-T-O-R-O.
Do you follow the news, and if so, what sources and why?
I do follow the news. The two main sources that I do follow are New York Times and AJ+. AJ+ is more on Twitter, and they actively just tweet out news that happen in the moment, more like breaking news, and they do videos as well, which is really convenient for people who don't really want to sit down and just read. They do those info videos that's going on. They focus a lot on Middle Eastern news and global news more worldwide than more, United States news. And I like New York Times just because it's just convenient to read it. I don't have anything else to say. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm from New York. I'm so sorry. Hi, my name is Lorena Villatoro. That's spelled L-O-R-E-N-A. Villatoro's V-I-L-L-A-T-O-R-O.
Do you follow the news, and if so, what sources and why?
I do follow the news. The two main sources that I do follow are New York Times and AJ+. AJ+ is more on Twitter, and they actively just tweet out news that happen in the moment, more like breaking news, and they do videos as well, which is really convenient for people who don't really want to sit down and just read. They do those info videos that's going on. They focus a lot on Middle Eastern news and global news more worldwide than more, United States news. And I like New York Times just because it's just convenient to read it. I don't have anything else to say. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm from New York. I'm so sorry.
Hi, my name's Alexandra Serafin. That's A-L-E-K-S-A-N-D-R-A, and Serafin, S-E-R-A-F-I-N. I'm from New York City, and the news sources I most follow probably be like Times Magazine, New York Times, and CNN, and BBC News, mostly because New York Times, I grew up reading that in high school. BBC News, I like it because it covers more of global issues, and they cover a lot of range of topics. I think Time Magazine, just because they all have a lot of facts, they name their sources, and they really elaborate on like why, how, where, instead of just talking about what happened. So yeah, that's the news sources I like to read. Yep. All right. Hi, my name's Alex. Shit. I'm sorry. It's my name and then I just spell it?
Yeah, your first name and last name.
Okay. Hi, my name's Alexandra Serafin. This is the first time I've done one of these.
Okay, my name's Emily Para, EMILYPARRA, and I follow the New York Times for most of my news because, like, the political views align with a lot of mine, so I find it easy to read and follow. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from New York.
Hi, my name is Eric. That's spelled E-R-I-C. Last name Wong, W-O-N-G, Eric Wong. So 3 things our generation cares about. I mean, in general, I think our generation is overall kind of like pretty shitty, but like not as bad as our like grandparents' generation, you know, for like reasons that you guys can probably already figure out. In general, I think we care a lot about social justice. I think that's one thing that our generation actually very much deeply cares about. And it's one thing that I kind of think is like that I'm kind of like proud of people my ages for. We care a lot about the environment because right now is a time that we're dealing with a lot of environmental issues that our parents and our grandparents' generation didn't really have to think about. And for us, it's a problem that we have to deal with. And another thing that I think we care about a lot is education and education quality, because that's something that we're kind of like amidst a time when that's something that we're dealing with and something that's becoming more available to everyone in the world, and it's something that I think really matters to us.
Where are you from?
I'm from Boston.
Hi, my name is Isabella Rogers. Isabella, Izabella, Rogers, Rodgers. I am from Romania.
What do you follow the news, and if so, which ones and why?
I do follow the news. I think it's really convenient that we have apps on our phone that allow us to have different news sources, because there's no way for a person to understand the whole picture without reading multiple sources and understanding both the sides that they support and the sides that they do not support.
What news sources do you follow specifically?
Specifically, I read BBC, I read Al Jazeera, CNN, and even Fox in order to, again, get the whole picture. And it's really, again, most easy to look at my phone for those sources. And those are the main ones I follow. And I follow also ones that are from Romania, my own country.
What's the name of? Yeah.
Oh, well, I like Adevărul, which is a magazine that's based in Brussels, and some may say that Brussels has some of the most unbiased news sources, and that's just one particular to my country that I follow, and that I think keeps it as objective as possible. Hi, I'm Isabella Rogers. Isabella, Izabella, Rogers, Rodgers. I am from Romania.
Do you follow the news?
I do follow the news. I think it's easiest to have all of the news sources on my phone because I carry it with me all the time. So on the news app, I follow CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera. I even go through Safari to get through certain resources. I think it's important to read multiple sources in order to get a holistic picture of the issues at hand globally, not only the political ones or the domestic ones, but also environmental and other issues that really build up to the whole picture and what is actually going on in the world. I also follow a magazine from Romania that's based in Brussels. It's called Adevărul, which means the truth. And some may say that the news based out of Brussels is, because it's the capital of Europe, so to speak, is most unbiased. So it's just important, again, to read as many sources, even Fox News, to get to understand what's actually going on, even though it might take some bit of time. And I think podcasts are also a good way, while getting ready, listening to NPR in the morning on your phone or on your laptop. Some magazines I like to read also are Time magazine and The Economist. I find that Time is actually one of my favorite news sources to read. And like I said before, New York Times is probably the newspaper that I would follow the most, and that I do actually sometimes get a hard copy of on Sundays.